You say you want respect. From your family. From your peers. From the world. But the real question is this. When you're alone, do you respect yourself? When you look in the mirror at night, after the noise fades, after the distractions die down, are you proud of the man staring back at you? Or do you know, deep down, you're capable of more? Respect isn't demanded. It's earned. Not through words. Through standards. Through discipline. Through action repeated when no one is watching. You don't admire people because they talk big. You admire them because they live big. They keep promises. They stand firm under pressure. They control their emotions. They show up consistently. They do the hard thing without complaining. That's respect. And the uncomfortable truth? If you don't respect yourself, it's because your actions don't align with your standards. You break promises to yourself. You delay what you know must be done. You negotiate with comfort. You fold under pressure. And every time you do, you weaken your own self-image. Self-respect is built through integrity. Integrity is doing what you said you would do. Even when it's boring. Even when it's inconvenient. Even when nobody will ever know. Imagine a soldier who trains only when motivated. Who quits drills halfway. Who avoids discomfort. Would you respect him? No. Because respect is tied to reliability. To discipline. To strength under pressure. Now ask yourself, are you reliable to your own goals? Do you trust yourself? Or do you constantly disappoint yourself? That gap between what you say and what you do, that's where self-respect dies. You don't need more hype. You need alignment. Alignment between your words and your actions. You respect the man who wakes up early. So wake up early. You respect the man who controls his anger. So control your anger. You respect the man who stays in shape. So train your body. You respect the man who keeps his word. So keep yours. Stop chasing admiration from others. Chase alignment within yourself. There's a version of you that you admire. Stronger. Calmer. More disciplined. More focused. Less reactive. More intentional. He exists. But he's built through decisions. Small ones. Daily ones. When you choose comfort over growth, you drift away from him. When you choose growth over comfort, you step closer. Respect is earned in silence. In early mornings. In late nights. In uncomfortable conversations. In saying no when everyone else says yes. In staying disciplined when nobody's clapping. You think confidence comes from success. It doesn't. It comes from proof. Proof that you can rely on yourself. Proof that you execute. Proof that you endure. Proof that you finish. Confidence is built when you keep promises to yourself. Break enough promises, and you start doubting everything about yourself. Keep enough promises, and you become unshakable. A lion doesn't need validation. He moves with certainty, because he knows his strength. You gain that certainty the same way, by building yourself. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. When your body is weak, your confidence shrinks. When your mind is undisciplined, your focus scatters. When your emotions control you, your decisions weaken. When your habits lack structure, your identity becomes unstable. Respect requires structure, standards, boundaries. You must set rules for your life. What you tolerate, what you reject, what you prioritize, what you sacrifice. Because if you don't define your standards, the world will define them for you. And average will become acceptable. But you don't respect average. You respect strength. resilience, control, discipline, integrity. So build those traits. Not for applause, not for social media, not for validation. For you, because the man you respect is the man who handles pressure without collapsing, who takes responsibility without excuses, who improves without complaining, who leads without arrogance, who listens without ego, who acts without hesitation. You don't become that overnight. You become that through repetition, through daily discipline, through uncomfortable growth, through self-honesty. You must confront your weaknesses, not hide them, not justify them, not sugarcoat them. Face them, fix them, forge them into strength. A blade is shaped by fire and pressure. So are you. The version of you that avoids discomfort isn't respectable. The version that walks into it is powerful. When you start becoming the person you respect, something changes. You move differently. You speak differently. You think differently. You carry yourself differently. Because self-respect radiates. You don't need to demand it. You don't need to chase it. It's felt. You want people to take you seriously? Take yourself seriously. You want others to value you? Value your own time. You want others to trust you? Be trustworthy with yourself first. Self-respect is internal power. And internal power can't be faked. It's earned. Through sacrifice. Through discipline. Through standards. Through growth. You know exactly what you need to fix. The habits you tolerate. The excuses you repeat. The distractions you indulge. The weaknesses you avoid. Fix them. One by one. Day by day. Until the man in the mirror becomes someone you admire. Not because he's perfect, but because he's disciplined. Not because he's flawless, but because he's consistent. Not because he's loud, but because he's solid. Become the person you respect, and you won't need to chase respect again. It will follow you. If this message lit a fire in you, then it's time to act. Drop this in the comments right now. I become the man I respect, so that I know you stayed all the way till the end. And you will build unshakable self-respect and rise into your strongest identity.